Good morning. Today is Wednesday, and I always like to say it as it's spelled, Wednesday. It's August 26th, 2020. And the first thing I do is always the same. I pick up my pencil and I write my name. So I'm going to see if I can get this. I'm trying to get this little screen up here to go away. Well, maybe not. Touch your name at the top of your paper. I'm having trouble with that, so hopefully you can do that without me. Let's start with our sight word of the day. We're going to say it, then we're going to trace it, we're going to write it, and we're going to use it in a sentence. Our sight word of the day is even. Say that with me, even. Now we're going to trace it, E-V-E-N. We're going to write it, E-V-E-N. And now we're going to use it in a sentence. Well, I just did a math video, and I am thinking about even numbers. So I will say 2, T-W-O, is an even number. My electric pencil turned. And that is a statement, so I end it with a period. Starts with a capital letter, ends with a period. Let's go on to our fix-it. C-P-R-S-N. Capitalization, punctuation, right order, spelling, and neatness. I see 4 eggs in the nest. Let's start with capital letters. I see one right at the beginning. I is an important word. It stands alone and it means me. So I is always capitalized, but it's also at the beginning of the sentence. As I look through the sentence, I do not see any other proper nouns or important names, so we're done with capitals. Let's look at punctuation. I just talked to you about that with our sentence. I see 4 eggs in the nest. This is a telling sentence, so we end it with a period. We don't have any contractions today, so no words are smashed together. And I don't see any possessives or lists, so we should be good on punctuation. Let's listen to make sure all of the words make sense. I see 4 eggs in the nest. That sounds right to me, so we're good on right order. But when it comes to spelling, we have a couple of problems. The first one is right here at this word for, F-O-R, and that would be like if it belongs to somebody. This gift is for you. But in this sentence, we're talking about a number. I see 4 eggs, and that 4 is spelled F-O-U-R. So I put a little caret so I can put in a U. I see 4 eggs in the nest. Well, the word in, if you look at it, it does not look right. That is actually a correct spelling for in, but that means like a little cute little hotel. That is not inside like we're trying to say. So I'm going to loop and get rid of the in. And those are my 2 spelling errors. So now I'm going to rewrite the sentence correctly and neatly. F-O-U-R-E-G-G-S-I-N, one N, in the nest with a period at the end. All right. If you need to pause the video at any time, go ahead. This says to write the missing letters to make the long E sound. So we want the E to say its name. Well, if I start with F and I make it say E, T, I'm talking about this part of my body. I hope I made enough toes. And because it's not just 1 foot, I think that one's short to tell. We need to make two of them, and it's feet. So I'm going to try a couple different spellings. Could it be, well, it looks like the missing letters are in the middle. Could it be F-E-A-T? That doesn't look right. What about F-E-E-T? Ooh, I like that spelling. That looks correct to me. So sometimes I have to try different ways to help me see how the word looks. That is a strategy Mrs. Rademacher-Smith uses a lot in spelling. Does it look right? Next, we're going to draw coins to show 45 cents. And I have a secret for you. I love the feel of the dime. It's small, it's light, they jingle when I shake a couple of them in my hands. For some weird reason, it is my favorite coin. But I also know that dimes are worth 10. And I can tell from 45 that I will need 4 tens. So dime, I'm going to make them neatly, 10, 20, 30, 40. Now there's a secret coin that equals 5, but I'm not going to draw that one right now because I'm going to use the coin that equals 1 cent, and that's a penny. And I need 5 pennies. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put that penny over here. That's one way to show 45 cents. There are many different ways, and I hope you have a grown-up to help you. Some kids like to use that coin that equals 5, and that's a neat feeling coin too because it's thick. I almost wrote it. And it's smooth on the sides, and that is our nickel. And those are 2 different ways you could make 45 cents with coins. Okay, let's start with our addition. 9 plus 3. I'm going to count on from the biggest number, so 9, 10, 11, 12. I also recommend if you have that number chart that you pull that out as well. I try to make sure we've got one in the binder for next week. I'm going to say number chart. I'm making myself a little note on a sticky, a number grid. Oops, and when I did that, it flipped my paper. Okay, 12 is the larger number, and I'm going to count on 7 times. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It looks like 19 is the correct answer. Now for 11, I am going to count backwards 6 times, and this gets tricky, so I drew my dots first. So here we go, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That got confusing because the 6 showed up too in there. And I'm going to do the same thing with 12 minus 2. I'm going to draw my 2 dots, and I'm going to say 11, 10. That's using counting up for addition and counting back for subtraction. There's many other ways that you can add and subtract. All right, this morning work was actually designed for April. You can see it says April at the top, but it says how many days are in April. Now I have a little trick that I use, a song that I sing. It says 30 days hath September. Oh no, that's not it. I'm going to look at my knuckles. This is a picture of my knuckles. My knuckles have some ups and downs. I'm just tracing the ups and downs. See that? That's my right knuckle. And I go January, February, March, April. Now everything on a peak has 31. And everything in a valley has 30, except for February. We always have a rule breaker, don't we? But the question asks how many days are in April, and I can see it falls under my knuckles. As you see, I couldn't remember my rhyme, but I still have my knuckles with me. And that's a fun trick somebody taught me when I was young. Let's move on to our problem of the day. Oliver planted, coconuts. Dr. Rushling would be very sad with me. RUTAC. Tell me what it means to me. That's our special code for word problems. Read, underline, think, attack, check, rutacy. Let's start reading. Touch along with me as I read. Oliver planted 24 tulip bulbs. Only 14 tulips grew. How many did not grow? And it says I can draw a picture and write a number sentence. All right, we've read the problem. Next, we're going to underline the question. How many did not grow? Ooh, there's a sneaky word in there. So I'm going to put like a sunshine around that so I know that I only want the ones that don't grow. Next, I'm going to circle the number. And if I can, I'm going to get the unit in there. I'm sorry, I circled over the 2. I hope you know that's 24. And here's 14. So we've got 24 tulips and 14 tulips. Okay? When we look at this word not, this is going to tell us that we are going to take away. We're taking away the ones that grew. So I'm going to draw, as my thinking strategy, my 24 tulips, and I'm going to cross off my 14. Then I'll count. So first, let me draw 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now there's 14. I'm going to be tricky here. And I'm going to separate these. Remember how I said that was 14? Okay. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And my number sentence is going to be 24, take away 14. Not going to solve that yet. Now remember how I put those 14 in a box when I was drawing them out? I said, oh, these will be the ones that we can take away. So I'm just going to draw a line through them. That was clever thinking on my part. I'm surprised. Now let's count how many we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 tulips. I'll put the tulips there. I have 10 tulips left that did not grow. How sad. All right, that's our morning work for today. Have a great day.